Let's get it on.
I top Billin, think like a GM, back at it again. And the worst thing you can do as a GM, or us couch GMs, is to have someone talk you into something when there is no football actually being played. Coming into the combine, how many people thought of Anthony Richardson and his 17 touchdowns and 9 interceptions and just 300 passes thrown in 3 years of college football as a top 5 pick? If coming out of the combine where no actual football is being played lends you to believe that, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Somebody running fast, jumping high, and throwing the ball 50 million yards does not mean anything in the grand scheme of things. Plenty of people can do that. It's about quarterback play. This isn't the Olympics. This is an actual skilled position. A cat like Hendon Hooker would allow you to use your first couple of picks on positions that are absolutely a necessity for a team that just made the playoffs. A quarterback is not going to add to that. That's something for the future. If anything, that's a luxury. You're talking about Hendon Hooker. Look at him, 6'3", 217 pounds. He is a clone in every single way of your man, Eat at Geno's. We see here Geno Smith, 6'3", 221 pounds, accurate, poise. He has a certain demeanor about himself that just fits the Seattle way. He is definitely a Pete Carroll-style quarterback. People coming in here telling me that Pete Carroll, Cletus, he loves big athletes. Well, then why hasn't he shown that at the quarterback position? Not saying that he won't draft Anthony Richardson with the top 5 pick, because I don't do that. I'm not the type of person to believe that I know something that I don't control. I don't know who they'll draft with the number 5 pick. I can just only give my analysis on that, and I would not do it at all. You got to get yourself a line of scrimmage player. It's damn near setting up for it to be either Will Anderson or Jalen Carter. And then before the process started, you guys were crying about those 2 guys right there and how you wouldn't be able to get to them because of people drafting in front of you. Now it looks like 4 QBs could go and you could get either one of those guys, right? Jalen Carter would be the number 1 pick, in my opinion, for you Seattle Seahawks cats. You already have a ton of edge players. I mean, Will Anderson could possibly be an upgrade, but you already have 3 edge players that are very capable, 2 of them with 9.5 sacks apiece, and Uchenna Nwosu and Darrell Taylor. And you just drafted Boye Mafe as well. Still have Tyreek Smith, who hasn't made his debut as well. Pretty stacked at the edge position. Defensive tackle, you damn cut Shelby Harris. I don't even understand that move. That dude was the truth. Hopefully he can come here to Philly. But you definitely needed a guy before Shelby Harris. And now you might need a couple of guys, right? So with that being said, your first 2 picks using the line of scrimmage, or even an off-ball linebacker or a guard or something like that, that's the way to go. I never said don't draft a QB. I said draft a QB not in the first round. Hendon Hooker, better quarterback than Anthony Richardson. Right now, he could come in. If something happened to Geno, you wouldn't have to worry about really changing much. Obviously, he's not as good as Geno right now in the NFL. We don't know that, right? Maybe he is, but you wouldn't have to change a thing. And let me show you why. Real quick, if playing the quarterback position was about being a big, strong athlete, why wasn't this cat the man? Terrell Pryor, an even better athlete than Anthony Richardson. He just couldn't show it at the NFL Combine because he got in trouble with the tattoo scandal at Ohio State, and he couldn't even go to the Combine. He was a supplemental draft pick, but he could fly. He had 4.3 speed, 6'6", 230 or whatever he was like that, and the guy was a phenomenal athlete who played in a pro-style scheme at Ohio State and still really couldn't make it in the NFL. It's about being a quarterback. All right, I'm going to start with the deep ball. Just a couple of them. You know me, I'm not a huge deep ball cat. I like the offense being ran within 90% of the playbook. That's what makes a quarterback in this day and age. You guys are infatuated with the deep ball. Hendon Hooker can do that in his sleep. You get a switch release right here, which pretty much amounts to outside receiver shooting it to the post here. You'll get Jalen Hyatt right here. So that was Brew McCoy. He's shooting to the post. You get Jalen Hyatt right here. Want to switch a slot fade. He hits this slot fade, and you can deep ball connoisseurs. Got the deep ball connoisseurs. Gotta pause that. And you see right here, my man got DeMarco Hellams. He's done. You get that early pandemic separation, and boom. Throw the deep ball, Cletus. He can throw the deep ball. I apologize on this one. I don't know how this is already in progress right here, but you can see the safeties getting split here, I believe, by Jalen Wyatt running in this post route. And once again, he hits that. Yep. See if we can get it from this angle right here. More than likely, going to be front-facing play action fake. See that faux look off? And then right there probably was on the slot defender. Widen them out right there. Look at the faux look off. All right, immediately he knows where he wants to go with this. They're not going to be able to mess with this post. There's nobody posted in the middle of the field. It's going to be airspace and opportunity. And look at the ease of motion. Everything about this dude has always reminded me of Geno Smith. Now, listen, I'm not a Johnny-come-lately on this cat. Everybody knows one of my teams is the Virginia Tech Hokies, right? I watched this man's entire career at Virginia Tech. At Virginia Tech, they ran more of a pro-style spread, if there is such a thing right there. But at Tennessee right here, it's a little bit of a cut-and-dry college offense type joint right here. But you still have to make all the throws, and that he did. So if I had one critique of Hendon Hooker was that a lot of his success did come in this Tennessee offense there, but it was the Tennessee offense against some really good teams that he played. So you still have to make those throws, and his accuracy, no matter the scheme, is there. All right, arm strength, in my opinion, has to have accuracy attached to it. If not, you're just throwing deep balls. That ain't going to get the job done. All you people were all up on Drew Lock because he can throw a good deep ball, no doubt about that. But what about the rest of the offense? A guy like Hendon Hooker has good arm strength attached with accuracy, right? You'll see here on this one, they go through this particular concept a lot. These switch releases here, you'll get the inside receiver. He's pretty much running a stop route from the outside. They were trying to get this post again here, so he could have hit that. So he had to think on the fly. However, the receiver gets bumped off here. Right? You'll see the outside linebacker, Dallas Turner, right here. He causes a whole bunch of commotion, right? A little bit of a pileup right there. He has to think, and he has to get the ball over Dallas Turner. So maybe he threw this prematurely, but look at the accuracy and the arm strength to get it over him. Look at this. Jakob. Oh, you can see the frustration in Dallas Turner. He thought he had him one. Check this out right here. Had to think on the fly and still cock and fire in. Look at the accuracy over that shit. Dallas Turner had to jump super high. He jumped himself to the point of vertigo, right? He's nauseous. Couldn't even get a fingertip on it. He's able to get it over Dallas Turner right between the numbers. Now that's some damn accuracy, man. What y'all talking about out there, man? Accuracy and arm strength. All right, once again, switch release. You can see what I'm saying here, right? They get a lot of their big stuff off of these type of plays right here. So this is the guy who can come in, and you have all the tools right there, who can come in and learn from Geno and learn from somebody who plays just like him. You can sit there and sit behind Geno and get someone like Anthony Richardson and it just be like, well, I'm not as accurate as this guy. I don't read defenses like this guy or whatever like that, right? Hendon Hooker, he can sit there and see somebody who plays just like him, and he'll have the clay being molded to where he can learn a West Coast offense with the tools he already has right there. But see, once again, kind of a stop right here. Back receiver runs to the post. This time, instead of putting air under it, he puts it right up on him, right? Got to see more of these type of throws from people. Not everything has to have air on it. If you had the arm strength, Jakob, you can put it right up on him, have him split the defenders and cause a two-car pile-up, a bowling pin situation right there between the safety and the dime defender right there. But you can see right here, man, throws that bad boy, splits the safety, puts it right on him. Look at the accuracy and arm strength put together. That's hard. This is my favorite throw right here. Opposite hash. You guys know how I feel about opposite hash throws, right on this curl route. But look at the placement of this bad boy. My man puts it outside right here. The cornerback has no chance at getting to this right here. This is how you throw a man open. Look at this. Coming out that curl, but look where he places it. Oh, my God. You see how long of a throw that is? Check this out. Oh, and he got it down. Look, 1 knee equals 2 feet, baby. That's hard. The cornerback right here, Arnold, he had nothing to offer. But check it out on the wide view right here. Foot pretty much on the hash right there. Cock and fire delivery, ease of motion, over the top, point and shoot foot good. Throw him open. Right, if you would have threw it right at him, maybe the cornerback can recover enough to get his hand on the pass, but you throw him open to the outside, lead the man back right here. Get yourself a completion. That's how you keep the chains moving in these high-octane offenses. You just got to have completions. Not everything has to be a first down, but you need some completions, no doubt about that. Tight window throws. West Coast offense like Seattle Seahawks run, you already know. You saw Geno Smith with those rhythm and timing portion of the offense, which is 90% of the playbook there. You have to be extremely efficient. That man was batting at 70% for most of the season. That's exactly what you want. I can see a cat like Hooker doing that, no doubt. You get what amounts to two slants right here, right? Twin slants, two double ends. So Dino rec going on right here, almost from a switch release. And you can see him navigate this tight window throw. You'll get Brew McCoy matched up against your man Brian Branch here. Brian Branch actually holds on this particular play, and the play is empty because McCoy didn't catch it, but you can see the product placement. Oh, look at the product placement. One more game right here. 1, 2, 3, hit out, and Jakob. Exactly where you would want it to be. If he wasn't being held by Brian Branch here, was struggling in this game, this would have definitely been a completion to McCoy. Right out in front. Absolutely perfect product placement right there. All right, speaking of right here, Hendon Hooker, let's get into the stats of it. I want to see the baseline stats. So he has the requisite amount of attempts in college that I like. I like for it to be about 650 attempts at the least. He has 944. He's been in college since 2018. All right, 3 seasons at Virginia Tech, 2 at Tennessee. Look at this right here. 80 touchdowns to just 12 interceptions. Though God knows how to take care of the ball no matter what. I saw that when he made his debut with them Hokies. He went for 13 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in 10 games. Right? 9-5 right there, and then he transferred. But look, only 5 interceptions in the last 2 years in over 600 and something attempts. 31 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Then 27 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, right, in 11 games. More yardage than he had the first year, 69.6 completion percentage. Isn't that very much like Geno Smith had this year for the Seattle Seahawks? I'm telling you, you're talking about clones, man, absolute clones. Thinking the game through and hitting that outlet. You know the West Coast offense, you got to be hitting those outlets. You have to be hitting those check downs. Got to keep the chains moving, man. You see an encroachment right here. And he looks deep to short, and then he's like, you know what? Let me go ahead and check that bad boy down, hit my outlet, and there you go. Right? It's not about the gain. It's about the decision right there. That shows maturity, QB maturity. And what I like about Hook is his legs will keep you honest when the offense fails. You see it right here? Right? Nothing open. He's going to scramble and get you some yards, keep you ahead of the chains. He's got the adequate amount of athleticism. We call him Uncle Hook out there. Right, you running like Uncle Hook. Your man Uncle Hook right here, getting it in, right? I know people going to talk about his age, 25 years old and all that. It does not matter. If you're talking about bringing somebody in, and the way QBs are these days, especially guys who are pocket passers like this guy or Geno Smith, you can start that clock late. They just signed Geno Smith to a contract at 32 years old. You people are the only ones around here talking about getting rid of Geno after 2 years. Suppose in the next 3-4 years, he continues to play just like he's playing right now, right? You don't think somebody who's 27, like if you did get rid of Geno in 2 years, you don't think somebody who's 26, 27 years old with that amount of experience and that type of playing style would just seamlessly fit right in? Like, what's the deal here? Like, this ain't a wide receiver where you're about 30, 31 years old. It's about time to call it quits. It's quarterback position. Come on, man. Same deal right here. Nothing open, pocket collapsing. Quickly detach and get his Uncle Hook. Uncle Hook be running funny. Come on, Uncle Hook. Come on, Uncle Hook. Get out of there, Uncle Hook. Uncle Hook right there. Uncle Hook got the leg. Uncle Hook got the mechanical movements. He's still your uncle, though, boy. Uncle Hook right here getting it in, getting you some yardage, right? That's hard. Come on, man. You guys are stripping, man. You guys got to start slurping combines. and actually look at the real shit for your team, man. Come on. Line of scrimmage play in the first round. Turn around and get you a guy like Hendon Hooker who fits the scheme, seamlessly fill in for Geno Smith. God forbid something to happen to your man Geno Smith. Uncle Hook take right over and do the damn thing, very much looking like Geno Smith, keeping that same kind of Pete Carroll John going on. People talking about Pete Carroll like big athletes. As long as I've known Pete Carroll, and I'm pretty sure that's probably before, or known about Pete Carroll, I'm pretty sure that's probably before most of you guys, because I remember him as a DC in San Francisco and all that. Your man had quarterbacks at USC. I mean, guys that he did actually go out and scout like Matt Leinart, Matt Barkley, Mark Sanchez. Think about stuff like that. That's his kind of. He just signed a Geno Smith. He went out and they targeted a Matt Flynn. Those are his type of quarterbacks. Those are those prototypical West Coast type quarterbacks. Hendon Hooker is definitely that. Geno Smith is definitely that, right? To a certain degree, Russell Wilson was supposed to be that. He has a little bit different something about him, though. But for the most part, you could have really compared him to a Steve Young type, right? Somebody that Pete Carroll would know very well there. So, man, I'm telling you, there's more than one way to skin a cat, but I know how you guys are. It doesn't matter. Whomever's popular at the minute, right? Because remember, it was all about Will Levis. I have not heard his name on the channel from y'all since pretty much the third week of the season. It was done. And then it was Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker was hot, right? Looked like he was going to win the Heisman and all this. All I heard was Hendon Hooker. And then now it's about Anthony Richardson because of the combine, not from anything that he actually did on the field. Right? Not to say that he's a bum or anything like that, not by any stretch of the imagination. He has a chance to be good, but he's not there yet. He's definitely a boom or bust project type. So he could either be Terrell Pryor or he could be whomever, right? You guys are always going to give whomever's the hot name that comp. Josh Allen. Josh Allen's the hot name. Everybody's Josh Allen now, and then people have a way to kind of circumvent things by saying that Josh Allen wasn't that good in college and his completion percentage and all that like that. All right, that's not thinking like a GM. You think everybody's Josh Allen all you want. You'll be hurt when not everyone's Josh Allen, all right? But it's your boy Mid-Atlantic Murph. Let me know what you think about your boy Hendon Hooker and keeping that first-round draft pick tethered to the line of scrimmage, all right? Salute.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.